we start, let's take a drive. Let's take a little drive down memory lane before we even start this video. Okay, let's bring back some butterflies, some gooses. Okay, so in 2013-14, the release of Rust was a thing. You might remember Legacy and Rust and New Rust. Very, very different. H1Z1 2015 just survived. Arc early 2015-14 area. Okay. DayZ State of Decay. All of these games come out at the same time. It was a major trend of survival games. So today we're going to talk about why did H1Z1 and Arc and Rust and State of Decay, why were all these games so much bigger, and how did they make it versus Reign of Kings? Yes, and I understand H1Z1 failed and has no more funding, but they did also maximize their players and was one of the biggest games at that time before PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds ruined it. So let's take a trip down the memory lane, and hopefully you guys remember your good times. So let's get into the video. Okay, let's start this off by explaining what even Reign of Kings is, so people will understand it. And if you do know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But Reign of Kings, at the time, was a medieval world survival game where you hunt wildlife, mine resources, build structures, craft weapons, including bows. There were really no guns, of course, medieval times, and armor to protect yourself. You may form a guild, play solo, bring war to all opponents, or stay under low level. You can seize the throne, become the king of Reign of Kings, raise taxes, lower taxes, name your area, make a wall, a boundary. Sounding good, right? Hang on, let me just take it down to memory lane. If you remember Reign of Kings, hopefully you guys remember. If you have it, just remember your good times. Anyone you met in that game, they were so relaxed, peaceful, fun. You would hunt wildlife, mine resources, build bases, structures, craft weapons, stuff like that. There's so many items you could have crafted. You could build the biggest kingdom, fight the king, and therapy. If you did not know, Reign of Kings was inspired by Rust and Silvery in the development of this game. If you did not know, you could capture people, hold them hostage. I did that a lot, by the way. You could punish people with multiple ways of killing them. That includes the ancient throne was always claimed by any player. All players wanted it. That's how you dominate the whole map. You can change the name of the realm, which is the island, raise taxes, lower taxes. It was amazing. There was an ancient sword and crown which gave you unbelievable amount of armor and power. Production and refining station, collection stations, siege equipment and raiding bases, all that. First person, third person combat. Melee was it was just another level. Range weapons including bows, etc. Looting was very advanced. Deaths, character customization, building was out of this world. Requirements for the game was really not bad. It only took 6 gigabytes of RAM. So that's really not bad. You really only needed a 470 GTX. That's really, it was a very easy game to run. Steam charts. The Steam charts. Oh my lord. Wow. Okay, let's go back to a time that we remember. When this game was first released, March of 2015, we had 13,278 players was its peak. That is insane. The average 3,865.3. March 2015. Okay, ever since then we went down a very quick decline. The only time we brought it back up was We were at a low point in July 2015. 4 months later at 1009, brought it back in August, went back, and the time we hit 3 digits was September 2016. We hit 4 digits again January 2017, and I've never hit it since. And ever since, let's see, excuse me, February 2017, we've been in three number players until September 2019 when we hit 90. And then from October 2019 to April 2020, we were back in 3. We dropped in May 2020 at 94. We went back to 3. June 2020 and back to 3 digits for the last 4 months. July, August, September, and October. So that is that is horrible compared to other games like Rust, Ark, where those games have been amazing and they're just everything about them has went through the roof. That's insane. Okay, so let's just take a second. So before we get into more major, bigger reasons, let's just take a little stroll down the Steam page and stuff. I'm gonna show some photos, little videos in here, cool music, and this, of course, you guys have never seen this video just because I've been playing it in the beginning time. Let's go down through some of these photos though. But this looks like a raid. Of course, it is a raid. You see all the blood. Bottom right was your character and stuff. Top left was all your, utensils and stuff. But this game was just so advanced at its time. I mean, I missed this game. Here's some cool little photos. This was an awesome area to get water, by the way. It's just cool. And this is like a human with a sword, as you can tell. That was the castle right there, and you'd come down. Really nice ocean, by the way. And I used to live right. So you'd come down this path. There would actually be iron right here. This was all iron. Then you'd come down. You could take either path or so, but I always took this path straight down to, I think, right here. Yeah. This was actually more iron right here too. Usually a lot of people built right here. I built because this was all a field of flak. So that's how you made beds and stuff like that. And I was always like out here a little bit more. Cool image right here, showing the in-depth weapons and the detail of the armor. Amazing. Like some of these structures, here are the bows. Some of these images are just, as you can tell. Let's hope I don't get. So here's a raid. I remember being this. This is awesome. I mean, some of these photos are still amazing. I mean, here's your throne with a crossbow. Crossbows are pretty OP. Here's your guild right here of a team. Big base. If you look right here, this is where you could actually drag people. There goes an arm. This is how you could torture people. There are many more ways than this. By time, and then you could hang people. There's your spear. This is a really nice looking base, actually. Okay, so that's the photos are ungodly amazing. There, this explains everything. I'll be leaving a link to this. Okay, let's go to the reviews. The past 32 reviews have been mixed. All reviews mixed. I just want you to say that these reviews used to be extremely, positive. No, not anymore. Okay, so let's go here. I mean, it's 200. I mean, in the last 90, it looks good, but then you keep scrolling and you start noticing, like, wow, it has gone downhill. It really, look, I mean, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom. I mean, you just can't catch up. The good reviews aren't gonna, you have this whole area of bad reviews, and you have this one nice little guy. Okay. I mean, it's like, look, it's like you're going down and you just see like one blue every after like 20 dislikes. Okay, that was another issue with this game. It's ungodly, and they screwed everyone over. That's what they did. But and here's some more photos. These are your chests right here, simple chests. These are more advanced that took iron, and your character actually went to bed in a sleeping bag. So I always thought that was really cool. Okay. Let's see. This was actually a really nice detailed map. This was your king, animals, and actually right here, this is metal, like I said, metal, and I actually used to live actually right here. If I can zoom in. I used to live, I can't really zoom in that well, but I used to live right there where that flag is actually. Remember, because this was all stone. I'm sorry, this is all flag stone right here. And these little zombie guys, this was daemons and stuff like that, and that's how you got. This was like the rare stuff. If you killed these guys, you were pretty set. These were your spawns. Not many spawns. You got 2 places to spawn. The best animals to get were, as you could tell, mooses gave a lot, bears, werewolves were plague villagers. Those guys were rough. The werewolves are humongous. Sheep, ducks, stuff like that. That's the easy stuff, of course. Okay, there's your little chickens and stuff. I mean, this is you know, it was awesome. So I always lived there. If I didn't live there, or if it was like a big player map, I usually lived on the island right here. So this is where you got your oil, and it was actually fun getting oil. It sounds weird, but it was fun. Okay, if I could actually get out of this. What? Let me out. What was that? Oh, like, okay. Sorry, I'm just being an idiot. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna be leaving the trailer and some other stuff at the end, just some random videos from bigger YouTubers that played this game, and I'll leave some links so you guys can look at them. But we're gonna move on to our next segment. As just some of you know, or if you did not know, 2012, before 2015, that was a big era of survival games. Minecraft, H1Z1, DayZ, stuff like that. The games like that, Rust, Ark, big survival games were a trend. So, Reign of Kings came around. But we're getting into stuff. Steam reviews, they're mixed. Horrible. Player count went from 13,000 to not even 100 anymore. Past 4 months have not even been 100. That's insane. The bugs are outrageous. Like, glitches and bugs are just ungodly anymore. I mean, you used to not be able to tell, but the game is horribly coded. It's all client side, so it's very easy to make cheats for the game, like teleport hacks, god mode, spawning stuff, etc. It's ungodly easy to make it anymore. Okay, if they made it server side, they could fix it and add a anti-cheat stuff like that. Starforge, if you don't know what Starforge made, it was made by Kodak, and Starforge was kind of like Reign of Kings, just way 2012 by the way, but Starforge was more, I don't know, undeveloped. So the game actually raised $135,000, which is ungodly for a game. Back then I was on Kick and Indigo, 2012, 2011 area. And Reign of Kings was also made by that. Reign of Kings was made by the same people who got rid of Starforge. They raised all the money and deleted the game from Steam and everything. So then Reign of Kings came out. Now, along with Reign of Kings, if you do not know, the game Heat, which I'll leave a link to, is also made by the developers, Kodak. So, Sketched again. Okay, same company, as just mentioned, Sketch. That's why a lot of people were just kind of afraid of the game. The updates slowed down, and what I mean by that, between March 21st, 2015, and October 22nd, 2015, 16, major updates, the biggest stuff, and then 21 progress reports. Just the basic, progress, how things are going. That was an alpha. In beta, November 6th, 2015 to present, as this video is October 10th, 2020. 10/10/2020. Oh my god, that's kind of creepy. 10 plus 10 equals 20. That's actually weird. And we're in beta. Not even 30 updates in total. No big updates, no progress. Not even 30. So in a matter of a couple months, March to October, which is maybe 7 months, we'll say 37 updates in total. Between 2015 and 2020, not even 30. So between 7 months are 37 versus 15 to 2020, which is only not even 30. Updates slow down around 2017. Excuse me, not 2017. After the, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I went totally off track. November 6th, 2017 to present, not even 30 big updates. That is still horrible. But that was in beta, of course. They slowed down for really no reason, and I still don't know to this day what the reason was or anything like that. Next. Next thing. Employees were leaving, I'm guessing because of not enough money and stuff like that. Probably because they know, wow, these guys are real scammers. So, and that is what they are. I mean, hate it or leave it, that's what they were. Okay. The YouTubers were covering this game like it was everything. 1 month, 13,000 players. Syndicate, Frankie Plays, T6 Games, Vertigo, Mr. Moon, Star Snipe, even more were playing this game. Now, the issue I had with this as time was on was Heat was... all their games kind of remind me of each other if you didn't know. But you know what? Before I even get into that, before we get to that, they have a website, which I will also link in the description, explain this game, how to contact them. Vertigo in 2017-18 said Helk of Rust and another game developer should buy out Random Kings and make it a thing again. I think that's true. And in December, excuse me, December 8th, 2018, their new game Heat was kind of being promoted, coming out on Steam on December 14th. Now, what is Heat? Like, yeah, let's get a Heat. What is Heat? Well, Heat was you survive the wilderness. You got to build a home, expand your territory. I mean, raise a family, gain power as president. You can be the president, a sheriff, fight for your tribe as chief, or show some southern hospitality as governor. You never know. You lived in the 19th century of the Wild West. This game will remind you a lot of Reign of Kings. The pictures look nicer than the actual game, but I won't say much on that. Okay. Grandpa basically the nature of this, Grandpa has passed down his old farm to you. You need to fix it up in a single player mode. 10 scenarios. Heat has an online multiplayer up to 40 players. 20 biomes to explore. 67 km kilometer. I don't know. I don't know. Stockpiles, shipping bins, farming, cooking, building, crafting, monuments, livestock, wildlife, survival, go forth, multiply, roads, seats of power. As president, you own the White House, a section of land south of monument. One intern or golden gun, 2 secret service NPCs. You also get to say and collect a president's land tax. You may become a sheriff, chief, or governor. Own areas, NPCs, items, stuff like that. Control, capture, characterization was actually pretty good. So, same people. Code Hatch made Reign of Kings. 5-year difference. Both games were pretty good, but they take the money and run. And that's the issue we're having with these guys. We do. I'm not gonna say I hate them, but they gave up on games. Like, I wish someone would buy Reign of Kings. I would buy Reign of Kings, be like, yo. But that's some of the big issues. I'm gonna leave links to all of this. But I mean, at the end of the day, Reign of Kings is unfinished. Needs more polish. It's a big money grab. Bugs are outrageous. Hackers anymore are just ungodly. As of right now, playing 35 minutes ago, according to Steam charts, 31 players have played. 62 in that 24-hour peak. Wow. The last time the average players hit 100 was January 2019. That's over excuse me. That is over a year, ain't it? Yeah. It's way over a year. So that is not, oh my god, that's not good at all. So, I mean, I gave in the last three, the past 1 year, it's insane. I mean, you could just tell it was a big decline in all that. Last 48 hours, it spiked at 54 plays. Last 7 days was, oh, hang on, 62. 24-hour peak in 7 days was 62. So, if they come out with another game, I'm not gonna say don't buy it, but don't be surprised if it gets abandoned. Do not be surprised. So good luck to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys around.